is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It is what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. You just heard from Jeanette. She'll give us a deeper look into weather in just a few moments.
Joy has a whole bunch going on. Joy, that map is loaded with red dots.
Yeah, so at least 3 accidents that we're following right now, David. I'm going to start off with the biggest delay, and that's over on the northeast side of San Antonio. 20 minutes in the northbound lanes of I-35 because of an accident at Pat Booker. So that's right before you hit Loop 1604. The backup behind it stretching about 2 miles. We also have, construction along I-35 in the downtown area. It's on the upper level northbound between I-10 and Brooklyn. 2 accidents along I-10, one in the downtown area westbound before I-35. About a 10-minute delay behind that. And the other is in the westbound lanes of I-10 at South Walter Street. This is the one we've been following for most of the morning. We continue to watch this live picture in that area. The delay between 5 and 10 minutes there. But again, once you get through this, you'll be hitting that other accident that we just mentioned with a 10-minute delay behind that. So altogether, looking at about 15 minutes if you pass through both of these areas. 3 lanes still blocked here in this spot. That's the latest for now with your on-time traffic.
Police have suspended one of their officers for leaving the scene of a drunk driving crash, which he allegedly caused. City records show that Officer Luis Carrillo was indefinitely suspended back in October. Those records also state that he crashed near Wurzbach and Blanco in June, and according to witnesses, he was drunk at the time. Police say they also found his ID badge and a police jacket inside the car. He's also accused of calling another off-duty officer for a ride home after the crash. We asked the department if he's still working for the force. We're waiting to hear back.
Time is 6:42. Police are looking for a gunman after a shooting at a group of teens. It happened at 4 Sunday morning at Perrin Beitel near Wurzbach. Police say 3 teens used a rideshare company and threatened an Uber driver. The driver called her husband, who allegedly started shooting at the teens. They were treated for minor injuries. The driver and her husband have not been located. The trial against a former Uvalde School District police officer resumes this morning. Adrian Gonzalez was one of the first officers on scene during the 2022 Robb Elementary School tragedy. He's charged with 29 counts of child endangerment, 1 for each of the kids either killed or injured. Jurors are expected to hear the testimony from teacher Arnulfo Reyes. He was the only one in his 4th grade classroom who survived. He was shot 3 times. The trial restarts at 9 a.m. this morning. And News 4 will be live streaming the Uvalde school shooting trial at news4sa.com and our social media platforms, including our YouTube channel.
6:43 right now. President Trump wants a 10% cap on credit card interest rates, and tater tots here in Texas are being recalled.
Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, David and Marisa. Good morning. More than 38,000 cases of frozen tater tots sold in 26 states, including Texas, are being recalled over concerns they may contain plastic fragments. McCain Foods USA, based in Idaho, has issued a voluntary recall. The FDA said the recall products may have clear, hard plastic fragments, which of course could be a potential safety risk to consumers. Well, President Trump is calling for a 1-year cap on credit card interest rates at 10%. Starting on January 20th. Lawmakers from both the Democrat and Republican parties have raised concerns about high interest rates on credit cards. Now, some banking advocates say that this 10% rate cap would reduce credit availability and it would drive consumers toward less regulated, more costly alternatives. Banks, by the way, are lower this morning on this proposal. And cannabis companies gearing up to lobby the Trump administration and press its case that the president's executive order declaring marijuana a drug useful for medical purposes is being thwarted by Wall Street. As reported by the New York Post, people at the big banks, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, have said that the order reclassifying pot does not give them the authority to bank the marijuana industry, something that's been holding that industry back. And Boeing is on track to report its highest number of airplane deliveries in a year since 2018. Now the aerospace giant planning to ramp up production. Boeing was forced to scale back production in recent years following 2 fatal crashes of its 737 MAX aircraft and the mid-air blowout of a door plug from one of its planes in the first week of 2024. Okay, stocks did finish at record highs on Friday. That monthly jobs report was kind of weak, so the thinking was that increased the chance of a Fed rate cut this year. We're looking at a lower start this morning. The market's reacting to the news that broke over the weekend that the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, is under criminal investigation. And that's surprised Wall Street. So we're looking at a lower start today. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
Jane, there are obviously any number of significant news stories going on, very heavy subjects, big things. So leave it to us to have the end debate of all debates here behind the scenes. Tater tots or French fries?
No, I think they're their own unique thing. I mean, they're obviously potato based, but you know, a tater tot's a tater tot. It's got a different coating, right? It's a crispier.
It does.
It's crisp. Your friend David doesn't like a tater tot.
Yeah, I'm an anti-tater tot. I'm more of a
Really?
French. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Anyway.
I like tater tots.
Me too.
You know, the people that are making fun of us right now, they're also going to have that debate when they get to work. So the great Jane King live in New York. Jane, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Judson ISD Superintendent Dr. Milton Fields has been placed on administrative leave. This comes after a fiery board meeting that lasted for several hours. The district tells us this all involves confidential personnel matters, and they will not comment further. As of right now, there is no official reason as to why it's happening. There was a discussion during the board meeting about legal reviews and a budget investigation. It is worth noting that the district is facing a $35 million budget shortfall.
And on numerous occasions, this board, to include Mr. Macias, has overridden the recommendation of the superintendent. So we cannot lay all the financial shortfalls, deficits on the superintendent.
Board members say that Dr. Fields can protest their decision to put him on paid leave. The district says that Dr. Lacey Ghosh will serve as the acting superintendent in the meantime. Also later tonight, San Antonio ISD will be discussing closing another school at the end of this school year. This is all part of their downsizing projects.
That's right. News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon joins us live with the details on the plan and what's next for the district. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. We're talking about Carvajal Elementary School on the city's west side of town. The school's 76 years old, and tonight the board is looking at shutting it down permanently at the end of this school year. There's several reasons for this possible closure, including low enrollment, repetitive failing state grades here, and budget deficits. Now, the students, they would be moved to Barclay, Ruiz, and De Zavala elementary schools. Some parents have a few concerns about how they would get their kids to these new campuses, and tonight there's going to be discussion on the community meetings that they've held on these closures. Now, tonight the meeting is set for 5:30 p.m. at the boardroom off Quincy, and a final decision, the ultimate decision, could be made at the end of the month on January 30th. Of course, we're going to follow what happens on SASD's board meeting tonight and let you know the result of tonight's meeting. Reporting live on the west side, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeanette Calle.
So we kicked on the heater Friday.
Oh,
Friday?
yeah, probably needed it.
It was cold enough.
Yeah, it was cold.
We had that strong cold front that came in late Friday. It got colder and it got windy behind it. Very windy Friday night into Saturday morning. We had gusts here up over 30 miles an hour. The wind is not an issue this morning, and it's not as cold, but there is a noticeable chill in the air. So grab your jackets, and I would say hold on to that jacket all week because it is going to be pretty cool much of the week. Certainly a lot cooler compared to the past 2 weeks. Patches of rain in the forecast for parts of the area. That's today into tomorrow. Tracking 2 cold fronts this week, one Wednesday, another one for Friday. Right now across the area, cloudy, chilly, bit of rain. Do want to mention that a lot of this moisture is in the mid to upper levels, but there has been some rain reaching the ground from near Del Rio to Brackettville, Uvalde, even down towards Crystal City, Rock Springs, Kerrville, picking up some very light shower activity. Could see a few raindrops here in San Antonio this morning through midday. That's going to favor mostly the western part of Bexar County. Closer look at live power Doppler radar. Again, very patchy rain. Kerrville picking up some rain this morning. There is a little disturbance that is nearby that's highlighted by this blue area. That's what's helping to produce this precipitation. Bigger upper level disturbance out west will be moving east, and once that gets closer, we'll see more widespread rain. Light rain getting into our western areas late tonight and then closer to the I-35 corridor by tomorrow morning. This afternoon, drier. We'll see some sun. And then tonight, you can see the rain as early as 10 o'clock from Del Rio to Eagle Pass, moving off towards the east-northeast overnight through tomorrow morning. That will affect the rest of our viewing area. This could make roads a little wet in parts of San Antonio tomorrow morning. Otherwise, it'll be cloudy tomorrow morning and then gradually clearing out from west to east in the afternoon, becoming mostly sunny as that storm system departs. So cloudy and a bit chilly with just a 10% rain chance through the morning. Temperatures in the 40s here until 8. We reach 50 degrees by 9. At noon, we're in the upper 50s. And then this afternoon, we're going to see some breaks of sun. Forecast high of 62. Eastern zone, no rain for you today, 63. Hill country, slight rain chance this morning, mostly cloudy for the rest of the day. Western zone, 30% rain chance this morning, and then get ready for a bit more rain later on tonight and through the overnight. Tomorrow morning in San Antonio, a 30% rain chance, then becoming mostly sunny, 59. Wednesday, beautiful, 42 in the morning, 72 in the afternoon, sunny. Behind this cold front, which comes through dry, we get another cool down Thursday, 64. Friday, we're up to 69. Here comes a second cold front late Friday. That'll bring yet another cool down for Saturday. No Arctic blast coming this far south. Sunday, it'll be colder in the morning, 36. In the afternoon, some sun, 67. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Hill country, 20% rain chance tomorrow, upper 50s. And the eastern zone, you're looking at a 20% rain chance tomorrow, high 64.
All right, still looking at a major delay over on the northeast side of San Antonio. That's because of an accident in the northbound lanes of I-35 at Pat Booker. 25 to 30-minute delay behind that. The backup stretching about 3 miles behind it. We also still have the construction downtown I-35 on the upper level northbound between I-10 and Brooklyn Avenue. And that accident on the east side still holding in the westbound lanes of I-10. That's at South Walter Street. About a 10-minute delay behind this. 2 lanes blocked at the moment because of that accident. The second accident along I-10 has cleared, so this is now the only one that we're dealing with moving forward in that area. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
Joy, thank you. Video from the scene of last week's deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis is now at the center of a growing political firestorm. Footage posted to social media Friday, believed to be recorded on the ICE agent's own cell phone, shows the agent's point of view moments before he fatally shot 37-year-old Renee Good. In the video, the vehicle driven by Good appears to move in a direction near the agent just before he fires his weapon. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, is defending the agent's decision to use deadly force.
I truly believe this officer, in his mind, thought his life was in danger, which allows him to use lethal force.
Minneapolis Democratic Mayor Jacob Frey doesn't believe the cell phone video shows the agent was in danger of being run over by the vehicle.
There is deep mistrust because so many of the things that we are hearing are not true. For instance, did the ICE agent get run over? Guys, the answer is no. It didn't happen.
DHS releasing this video over the weekend that appears to show Good repeatedly honking her horn and what's being described as dancing in her car while blocking the road in the minutes before the shooting. Border czar Homan said there's plenty of other videos for law enforcement to continue sifting through regarding this case.
Crowds of demonstrators gathered in downtown San Antonio over the weekend protesting that shooting there in Minneapolis. Hundreds of people came out to the anti-ICE protest. Many of them told us the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and the recent shooting of Renee Good are just part of an overarching issue of how they see the United States and how it treats immigrants and their home countries.
Innocent Americans should not die because we have immigration enforcement out there on the streets.
So that's one side. There was some from the other as well. There were counter protesters, including one who did not want to offer his name.
I think the people protesting ICE and everything are honestly misled. I think there's a lot of information out there that they don't see.
The protest was organized by local activist groups like the Party for Socialism and Liberation and 5051 San Antonio. That group was also behind the organization of last year's No Kings protest that also took place downtown.
All right, gamers, don't cry, but GameStop is closing more than 400 stores this month across 42 states. This comes as a Securities and Exchange Commission filing from GameStop shows it closed nearly 600 stores in the 2024 fiscal year. Other local news sources like MySA report a GameStop in Bernie is closed down, as well as a location in the Huebner Oaks Center on the north side. The stores are directing people to go to other nearby locations for your gaming needs.
I mean, you can't buy a record. You can't go to a record store anymore. Why would you be able to go to a video game store?
Right.
You know?
I don't know. I've never even been to a GameStop.
The 83rd annual Golden Globes was last night with Leonardo DiCaprio's latest movie, One Battle After Another, taking one of the top honors. That movie won Best Comedy or Musical Film, with producer Sarah Murphy accepting. The show's final award was perhaps the most surprising. Most, at least some, hoping the horror movie Sinners would win Best Drama. It didn't. Hamnet won instead. But the star of the night was the host of the show, Nikki Glaser, whose monologue was one for the ages.
So many A-listers, and by A-listers I do mean people who are on A-lists that has been heavily redacted, but yes. And the Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department. Yes, congratulations. And the award for most editing goes to CBS News. Yes, CBS News, America's newest place to see BS News.
Other notable winners of the night: Jessie Buckley won Best Actress for the drama Hamnet. Rose Byrne won Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. And Timothy Chalamet won Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy for his role in Marty Supreme.
Is that how you say his name, Timothy?
Is it not Timothy?
I think it's Timothée
Oh.
Chalamet.
Tim. We'll just call him Tim.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
He's the biggest thing in Hollywood. I should probably learn how to say his
Yeah.
name. Today's a gift. Make it count.